across the street. Obviously, there are many different kinds of architectural designs across the street, as well as many tall buildings. My friends told me that this is the scenic spot, landmark in Zhengzhou, in that it is a very tall tower with the shape of a corn. And I do have to admit that the corn here tastes much better than the corn that I had in the south of China. It's much better than the local corn that I had tasted in Guangzhou. And that is the Helan Art Museum. I'm gonna check out that place here. I mean, the building is really cute. So this is what it's like in the most fancy part of Zhengzhou. It says now I'm here at the CBD area of the Zhengzhou new town. So we're gonna see what it's like inside of the fancy art museum. I have to say that everyone that I ever interacted with here are very nice to me. They're super helpful, super warm, and the attitude that they showed me is just, I don't know, make me want to fall in love with this place. And I really love the people here. They speak with a kind of accent, a very adorable accent. I try to imitate it, but like my Guangdong accent, my Cantonese accent, just shows in my Mandarin a little bit sometimes, and they immediately can tell that I'm from the south, just the south part of China. So I'm trying to work on that a little bit. So here it is, the Henan Art Museum. It's a dome. It's a big dome actually. A little bit nice here if there's a bit of sunshine today, but I kind of like this kind of weather because I don't have to worry about the UV ray or something. It's kind of nice here. This place is super cool. It's not too hot today, not too cold, and I don't have to experience the insane crowdedness that I am so used to when I was back in Guangzhou. This place is just so I don't know, spacious and very modern. This is another side of the Corn Tower, a symbolic building of Zhengzhou. I just love it here. It's so modern, so fancy, so artistry. I don't know much about art or architecture, but the infrastructure of the Zhengzhou new town area, or every detail that I've encountered in the city, sends me the message that people, the city planners here, took into account many different elements when it comes to benefiting both the tourists and the local people here. I heard that it will be much more beautiful at night here when the Con Tower building will light up or something. But I don't have the time to come here at night, so I'm just gonna check it out here. I'm just gonna check it out here during the day in the morning. Wow. I think it's absolutely beautiful here. I'm actually thinking about moving away from Guangzhou and thinking about settling down in another city just to get a new experience of life. And so far I'm excited by the new sights and new sounds, because people talk to me in Mandarin all the time, right? They're no longer talking to me in Cantonese. And the food that I taste are mostly spicy food, something that I'm trying to adjust to, because the food that I eat back in the south of China, in Guangzhou, is kind of plain. Every detail in the city is really cute. See? I have no idea what this design or pattern meant, but I just felt like they are very exquisite. It sends a message. I don't know what kind of message that is. I just find it to be very lovely. I guess that stage right over there is the art and cultural center and square of the entire Henan province, because Zhengzhou is the capital of Henan province, so I guess it has the power to collect all kinds of resources and talents from other areas of the province. I guess that explains why it's so developed and fancy. Frankly, I feel like my hometown, Huadu, the northern suburban area of Guangzhou, is way more backward and very inconvenient compared with Zhengzhou. I have no idea that Zhengzhou is this developed. So if I go into this building, into this building here, I'll be going inside of the Grand Opera Theater, the concert hall, and the studio theater. But if I go into that building over there, I'll be going into the arts museum to get a feel of the culture. And I want to get a close-up to the patterns on the floor here. I have no idea what it meant. I just feel like, oh, it says business. It looks like the Chinese word business. That is another Chinese word. I have no idea what it meant actually. But I feel like it's very lovely to be carving out a Chinese character on the floor. And there are like 4 Chinese words over here, between 2 very fancy buildings made of glasses, I guess. And there is another word on this side. I felt like this word looks like the Chinese word feather. It's like a twins, right? It's so fancy. I love it here. So I'll be going to the art museum. But before that, I would like to check this word out. It looks like the Chinese character, a horn or something. Looks like a horn or fish. I don't know. I have very limited knowledge about the archaeology stuff or ancient Chinese stuff. So I guess I need to work on that a little bit to build up my foundation, my reservoir of the ancient Chinese knowledge about ancient China and about different parts of China. I honestly don't believe that I'm Chinese enough because there are so many parts of China that I still don't know about. And like because the country is so diverse, I have only been to very limited places. Okay, I'm going inside now. So I'll be wearing my mask. First thing I saw here is this ancient boat. I don't know if it's ancient or not actually. I just feel like, wow, this is a very big boat. It looks like it's been used a lot of times by others before. I have no idea what these things are. Very cute. So that's what it's like inside the museums. It's got a lot of kids here. So this is what it's like inside of the museum. And this is the entrance, the big exhibition hall, and some sort of dynamic hall. I have no idea what that meant. Henan Cultural Center floor plan. So it's got 3 floors, and I'm going to visit the one on the lowest level, I guess. So try to rise a little bit. It's Sunday here. I'm actually very surprised it's not as crowded as the Guangzhou Museum of Art in the center of Guangzhou. I'm very disappointed that the Museum of Art's been locked. And I'm very confused because I checked it out on the map. The map says that it's open and it's Sunday. I have no idea why the exhibition hall is locked. I mean, it allowed me to come inside, but all the exhibition areas been locked. Check this out. This is, I guess, an ugly replica of David. I think, yeah, I think this is one ugly replica of David, because I remember that the original David's much taller and not this short, I guess. It's very funny. See? An ugly form of short, fat David. Just refreshed my worldview. I'm very angry, really disappointed, and that I came all the way from Guangzhou to visit this city, and the exhibition hall's closed, but they still allow me to come inside. I have no idea what happened. It's just pretty weird. There's some exhibition mall, a very gigantic building right next to the Con Tower. Looks like it's under construction here. This is the other side of the lake, and the Henan Museum of Art was over there. I think this is a very modern place, and it's very nice, but I think that in an hour or so there's gonna be some sort of thunderstorm, so I better hurry up and find a place to stay indoors. It is the place for people to purchase tickets to tour on a boat. I guess those are very lovely boats over there. There are many high rises over there, really fancy apartment buildings. Really fancy. I'm on this bridge right now, and it is very comfortable walking on this bridge. It's very clean. It's not jam-packed with lots of tourists. I can basically have it all to myself. When I look at this giant pen from afar, I just wanted to check it out. Turns out it is some kind of stainless steel statue or something. It says Zhengzhou proclamation over there. International Mayors Forum on Tourism, Zhengzhou, China, 2008. So this is what they wrote on this steel statue. It's got the English version. I just love the giant pen here. Oh, it's actually got lots of signatures. Lovely. I have no idea what that meant. Oh, it's got lots of writing. This one, it says the city county of San Francisco. And this one says Nepal. Wow, it's cute. Oh, this one says Spain. Oh, this one I guess it says it's from Kansas City or Missouri. Oh, this one's from Washington DC, so it's got lots of people's writings on it. And that one says Atlanta, Georgia. Wow. So there's a lot of proclamation there. Maybe that's the pen that I used to sign the proclamation. Very cute. I'm riding my bike and leaving the fancy downtown area of Zhengzhou, leaving the central business district. I have to say, riding a bike is a very pleasant experience here. For example, when I'm on this bridge, I noticed the very exquisite, incessant rainbow-like guardrails here when I enjoy the scenery on the bridge, a very cute bridge. And I have to also say that riding a bike around Zhengzhou is a very comfortable experience as well. The city is very well structured. There are very clear bicycle lanes for cyclists, and the city is very clean. There's not many obstacles around. For example, when I get on this beautiful bridge, I notice the flower patterns on the floor of the bridge and the very exquisite symmetric guardrails here when I try to enjoy the scenery of this another river, I guess. And I also noticed that this bridge is very funny. It has these protruding areas for the passengers to stop by to enjoy the scenery along the river. And I also noticed there are many flower patterns on this bridge, a very cute bridge. And I'm just amazed by the infrastructure that Zhengzhou has to offer. very fascinating and very beautiful. And after I biked a little bit, I have to switch to the bus because where I live is a bit far away from the city center. Sitting on the bus, looking out through the bus window, I was excited and amazed at how beautiful Zhengzhou it is at twilight, with all the lights along the roads lit up at once. The city is simply so beautiful. I was so happy visiting the city for an entire day downtown. I'll always remember this trip